You guys better not have gone anywhere. I told you we'd be
I'm.
right back.
I was gonna
Yeah.
go make tea.
Right, so
Well,
open it. Yeah, the uncle
Never
who
mind.
works for
Never mind.
Nintendo.
He can wait. He can wait.
No, if you want to go
make
make
the
tea,
tea.
go for it.
Yeah.
I just went and got a bottle of water.
Yeah. Also, since
I know,
it's the
posture check, hydrate.
I have water too. Yeah, I'm still here.
I think we lost one person. It could be Maddie.
God damn it, Patty.
Mom was complaining to me for the noise I was making.
That's
like, sorry, a giant fish just fucking killed me. How am I supposed to stay quiet?
fair.
Don't get killed by giant fishes in the future.
Are you making tea or what?
No, fuck it. I'm sticking around. I have a bottle of water beside me.
Okay. Can you... Okay. Uncle that works for Nintendo. This is a horror game. It does not make use of screamers or jump scares. Sound effects are used for tension and atmosphere. Some playthroughs may encounter plot points concerning a possible suicide. Thematically, many aspects of this game may recall the emotional abuse experienced by children at the hands of adults and very often other children. Cool.
Oh, that's going to be the real trauma train, isn't it?
You are 11 years old. What is your best friend's name? Ryan.
Yay!
Your best friend Ryan has invited you to a sleepover at his house this weekend. You've been friends since first grade, so asking your mom is basically only a formality. You never confirmed this, but you suspect the babysitter may charge extra when there are two kids. You sometimes feel like staying somewhere else is the only way you can help out. On Friday night, you're home for only a few hours, long enough to pack, get in a fight with your younger sister, pack some more, watch some TV. At 6 sharp, you're standing on the sidewalk outside Ryan's house, while your mom idles in her car nearby. She leans out the window to you. You behave yourself, okay? She says, as always. I'll be at work, but if anything happens, call me. Sigh. Okay, Mom. I'll pick you up tomorrow at 3, she says, again, as usual. But then she pauses, looking up at the sky, which has been overcast throughout the day. If you play outside, she adds, be careful, it's probably going to rain. Wave goodbye. As you part, your mom drives down the street, disappearing in the corner. You turn back to Ryan's house. The lights inside are glowing warmly. You can see Ryan waving at you from his bedroom on the second floor. Oh, cheers,
Yeah.
Ryan. Thanks for having me over.
No problem, no problem. Sure, at least it's not like the first time you ever stayed in my house and it was like 3 in the morning. You just made fucking.
Okay,
new,
that was
like,
not
maybe
the first time I ever stayed in your house. That was one of the times.
It was definitely one of the times, but still, I'll always will remember this.
Ryan's mom meets you
I
inside.
will
Hello,
always
she says.
remember.
Dinner will be ready in just a few minutes, but you can drop stuff off in the den, even around a camping out there tonight. Cool. You drop your sleeping and overnight bags in the corner of the den and then pause to take a look around. Behind the couch, a grandfather clock is ticking softly. Through a set of patio doors on the far side of the room, you can see the sky is just as grey as it was when your mom left. Framed pictures line the walls, and over the dark fireplace hangs a monstrous pair of antlers from a book that Ryan's dad shot a year ago. Of course, there's the big screen TV.
Mute. Don't forget to mute. Yeah, or as way worse.
Don't worry, I muted. I just didn't hit the button. Sometimes it makes you uncomfortable how much nicer Ryan's house is than yours. Based on reality, that's not. In real life, that's not
It's
the
actually
case.
the opposite. Like, there was a
Anyway.
moment now he's like, I'm always like, oh, it's good, it's a good place. It's fun.
Okay, yeah. Ryan entered the room while you weren't paying attention. He now stands in the doorway, smiling expectantly. Are you ready for dinner? Yeah.
Some chicken John's chips.
Dinner passes quickly. Tonight's meal is spaghetti meatball, one of Ryan's favorite meals, as Mother points out while piling a helping on your plate. Ryan's father cracks a beer and jovially interrogates about how much trouble you might get into school. Wait, that wasn't a beer at all. That's a glass of lemonade. Why would you even think it was beer? Ryan's father doesn't drink alcohol. That's a lie. You're
Yeah,
quite
like
certain of that fact now that you've remembered it. Well, whatever. Lemonade and jovially interrogates. Ryan, dessert is heaping bowls of ice cream drizzle and chocolate sauce. You can't even finish yours. Grandfather clock again chimes. You go along now, says Ryan's mom, smiling from her side of the table. We'll clean up in here. Let's go get the TV ready, says Ryan. Two of you leave the dining room and head upstairs. Ryan's room is immense. You stay in the den because the TV is larger there, but there's a sizable one here, flush with the walls opposite the full-size bed. We'll take the 64 down first, says Ryan, heading towards the TV and opening the entertainment center cabinet. It's his prerogative, of course. He gets to choose what you play first, usually, but as Ryan begins unhooking the cords of the N64, you catch sight of the other things he has in there. All the major stuff, an old SNES, a PlayStation, a Dreamcast, but some other things too, things you don't really recognize. A large black box with green highlights, a small purple one, a strange white and yellow tower that looks like gloves resting on hooks on either side, a compact white cone. Sorry, what's the white and yellow tower? Anyone have any ideas?
I want to say PS5.
No.
No. Ryan looks to the clutter in the cabinet. Oh yeah, he says. They're pretty cool. I can't show them to you though. They're still secret. I promised my uncle. Of course, you suddenly remember. His uncle. The uncle who works for Nintendo.
Right.
corner of the ground
Uncle.
Okay. In the corner of the grandfather clock is softly ticking. Through a nearby set of patio doors, you can see it's getting quite dark. Framed pictures line the walls. Ryan is parked in front of the large TV, playing something on the Nintendo 64. Let's talk to Ryan. What would you like to talk about? Games. You have a rather one-sided conversation about whether RPGs in the PlayStation are better than old SNES ones. An hour passes. The clock chimes. You're in the den. Yeah, same thing. Watch Ron play. You and Ron decide to switch games. Since his library is so large, he picks. You play as one, he says. Play. In this game, he plays a warrior saving a magical kingdom of talking animals from an old wizard who barfs up blood every time he talks. It's gross, but also sort of funny. You're pretty good at this one, says Ryan, and then adds, his voice a little lower. Never actually beat it. We play for a while. You are in the den. Ryan's mother bustles into the room, holding a large ceramic bowl filled with popcorn under her arm. How are you kids doing? She asks. Good, says Ryan, his eyes not moving from the TV. I hope you're having fun, says Ryan's mom. Here's some popcorn. Extra butter. She places it on the floor by Ryan. Almost immediately, Ryan is shoveling popcorn into his mouth. Meanwhile, his mother smiles first at him and then back at you. There's soda in the fridge if you get thirsty, she says, and some pizza from the other night if you get hungry. Thank you. She looks at Ryan. Your father's gone to bed. I'll be there soon myself. I want you two to keep it quiet, alright? Yes, Mom, Ryan says tiredly. Oh, and before I forget, she adds, your uncle called. He suddenly has some business here in town tomorrow. He's driving in early. He'll be here around midnight. For the first time, Ryan stops playing the game, stops eating popcorn, and turns to look at his mother. Okay, he says. I want you two to welcome him in. He'll be very tired and very hungry, so offer him something to eat before he goes to bed. Okay, Mom. Good night, kids. With that, she's gone. Yeah, by the way, I'm gonna start by getting, I don't think I'll get every ending, but I'm gonna start by getting a bad ending.
Fair enough.
Your uncle stays when he comes? Yeah, says, we live pretty far away, so just reply. Isn't that a little weird? Gives you a look you don't like very. How would you know? He says, you don't have an uncle. Yeah, I guess so. Drop the conversation silence. Watch. Let's charge the console again. Watch this, it says. On screen, Link is in the Temple of Time. Ryan heads to the corner of the map, and after walking back and forth for a second, passes through the wall. Found this the other day, says Ryan, running his avatar through a huge room of arched ceilings. What are you gonna do with it, you ask? Doesn't say anything, but smiles as Link reaches the end of the room and stops in front of the shining golden light of the Triforce. No way! That's pretty much a lie. Link saunters towards and grabs the Triforce. Triumphant music and a lengthy cutscene play as Link poses with the Master Sword, which now glows gold. Now the game gets really cool, says Ryan. You have unlimited bonds and arms and you can go into the past as an adult. Accordingly, he shows off things for a while. The clock chimes in the den. It begins raining outside. It's 10. Let's think about Ryan's uncle. It began with Mew. You didn't believe him at first when Ryan came to school one day and told you he finally caught Mew. Prove it, you said. So he pulled out his Game Boy and showed you. There it was, Mew. The 151st Pokemon, available only to players at promotional events, somehow unlocked on Ryan's game. It's really strong, he said. It KOs every enemy in one hit.
That's a fucking lie.
Ryan demonstrated his claim at recess when you and some friends linked Game Boys to do battle. You were the first one down. No one else got a single hit on Ryan's Mew. In a few days, everyone had quit playing Pokemon at recess. The alert faded. That's right. You asked how Ryan managed to get it. Oh, my uncle got a job at Nintendo, said Ryan. You were walking home together past one of the construction crews. Ryan still lived next door to you at the time. There had been a storm not too long ago. Trees were down all over town, buildings had collapsed, and you were standing at the intersection with Ryan as a truck rumbled by, loaded with ragged tree trunks. What a bad storm. Wait, this couldn't have been too long ago. When did Ryan move? There was something nice about being neighbors. Oh. He also got me this new Game Boy, said Ryan, pulling it out of his pocket. You hadn't noticed it earlier, but yes, Ryan had a sleek new Game Boy Color. Today, he had one of those old, big gray brick like yours. This one's a special edition, said Ryan. Isn't it cool? You agreed. You snap out your reflections. Talk to Ryan. Ask about school. Crazy is that even though Ryan does really well in school, you seem to remember him having some trouble early in the year. You ask what's up, but receive no answer. An hour passes. Clock chimes. I'm your own Mew. You got your own Mew eventually. Another friend had a Game Shark which you borrowed one day. You spent the entire night unlocking every Pokemon you couldn't obtain in your copy of the game or hadn't yet traded, including Mew. It didn't one-hit KO most enemies. It was incredibly weak and you shamefully cheated the game further to make it stronger. It even looked different from Ryan's. Your Mew was small, even cute, standing there with its round colorful eyes. But when Ryan had wiped out everyone at school, it looked completely different. Compact, snarling, fierce. Asked him why. What? He said that had been here in the den. Oh, that thing? It involves everyone talked about Pokemon. Well, my uncle got me a special edition Mew, first of all, he said, smirking a little, but not looking away from a PlayStation game he was playing. That's why mine looked different.
Oh, there you go.
Second of all, mine can one-hit KO because it's the real Mew. Okay, here. Ryan had Mew by then, but how long was that after the first storm, after he got Mew? You can't remember. The real Mew. Yes, I remember that. Just like I said, you cheated and got fake Mew, so of course there'd be problems. Glitches syndrome. You felt the cheats run, but not me. I got the real Mew, and only me. My brother was so jealous. Ryan's brother. What about him? Why does remembering that comment make you feel uneasy? Snap out your reflections. It is 11:30. I'll try and play. My uncle will be here soon, says something like that. Yeah, we should get ready, stuff ready for him. Let's play just one more game. You pick. As you begin ruffling through the pile of cartridges, you realize Ryan's staring at you. You turn back to stare back. Everything okay? No, sorry, I was just thinking. How about this one? Pull cards from the pile. Ryan nuts. As you plug it in and start the console, you hear him behind you. Hey, yeah? Thanks for spending the night, he says. Play together for a good while. The clock chimes, you are in the den. Ugh. Yay. The grandfather clock chimes the hour as Ryan suddenly looks up from the N64. It's time, he says. Is your uncle here? The sounds don't make this better. That's it.
Jesus.
Ryan's standing up. Go let him in. He leaves. As he leaves the den, you realize you could follow, but a part of you really
Fucking
feels
loud.
like being scared for a bit. I'm not going to continue consistently as you follow around to the house. At Inside the double glass of the front door, you can see a tall, dark shadow. Ryan goes to the door, undoes the headboard, and cracks it open. "I'm home," he says to her second. Over his shoulder at you. "Sorry," he says. "Before you can ask what there's to be sorry about, the door slams open.
Hello, child. Come closer, child. No more worries, child. I am hungry, child. No more worries, child.
Etc. etc.
Cool.
Can you please lower down this game?
You asked me to turn it up.
Yeah, but that was the last game. Like, this one's unadjusted.
Okay. Got the
I can
first
hardly
ending.
hear you over it.
Undefined error. Restart from 10 at the den. Quick question then. Was your father drinking beer at dinner? I'm not sure what I saw. Framed? Okay, now that we're actually starting again. Think about Ryan's uncle. Bring out Mew. Showed you. One hit.
So that wasn't exactly the bad ending.
It's a bad ending.
But you got eaten. By Sakura Miyamoto. Ron, why didn't you tell me your uncle's name was Sakurai?
It's not. Passing through the empty dining room, you enter the kitchen. What's also dirty right now? Fridge. Soda. Burn pictures. Abby, wait, no, something's wrong here. Where's Ryan's brother? You know he has a brother. You know what? Except he's not here. Any of the pictures. Who's older? Not much. 1 or 2 years. A jerk sometimes, but not any more of a jerk than you are to your little sister. When it snowed, your mom would pay him to shovel the sidewalk outside your house. He lived next door. His name was... I remember his name. I can't remember his name. I started about his brother. Where's your brother tonight? But I remember him. Yeah, I don't like this. We getting out. I want to go home. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. I'll consider she'll probably be there in an hour. Now I really have to go. I'm leaving. What? Ryan stands up, not even bothering to pause the game. No, you can't leave. It's almost time. I'm not having fun. But you will, I promise. There's so much stuff I had planned for tonight. I was going to let you play the next Zelda game. And that one's not even out yet. Before you can say anything, he's already running upstairs. Ryan Tilly runs up and down the stairs, bringing you games and consoles while you pack your things. Every time you present something new, you ignore him to brush it off with an uncaring shrug. Please, Ryan says. Just stay. Stay tonight, please. Outside you hear a car honk. Horn honk. No, you say, with your night bag slung over your shoulder. You march to the front door and exit into the night. As you walk to the sister's car, you can see your little sister in the back seat, still in her pajamas. The sitter, a high schooler who lives down the street from you, looks incredibly unhappy to be here, but you think you'll be able to handle her. As you climb into the car, you cast one look over your shoulder back to the house. Ryan is standing in the doorway, totally still, not screaming, not crying, not doing much of anything. The car begins to pull away from the house, and as you watch, you see his parents appear in the door behind him. Don't wave. Without acknowledging you, Ryan's parents lay their hands on his shoulder. They turn Ryan back into the house, the door closing just as everything slides out of view. When you turn around in your seat to look back out the window, you can't even see the house's lights. Ryan doesn't show up at school on Monday, or Tuesday, or Wednesday. On Thursday, you ask your teacher, Mr. Scott, where Ryan is. He blinks at you confusedly. Oh, he says eventually. Ryan, well, I'm surprised he didn't tell you about this, but he and his family moved away. house is empty when you ride your bike by that afternoon. It seems even larger without anything or anyone in it. A for sale sign stands in the yard out front. Go home. You never see Ryan again, and eventually, as the years pass, you forget about him entirely. Sorry, Dad.
Okay, that was a middle ground ending.
Okay, things are a little weird here. Try to run, but it may turn out to be a game of hide and seek. Okay. Some things you remember don't match what you see. Learn what you can, ask questions, have serious talk. Don't be mean, but still get out of there. Then make what might be the worst decision ever. Okay. Let's see. Only 20 minutes? Damn. Okay, so say restart. Not sure what I saw. Run pictures. I'm pretty sure I have to wait until the uncle comes along and then try and run. Watch Ryan play. Play.
Okay.
You okay, Ryan?
Yeah, what?
Sorry, I maybe should have asked if it was okay to name the fucking best friend of this after you.
Well, am I?
Yeah, but your uncle eats kids, so.
I mean, we all have that one family member, you know. Sure, you know yourself. But yeah, no. While I'm watching this game, while you're playing this game as well, like I'm also finishing up on Heartstopper Volume 4.
Nice. Okay, getting there. Okay, someone knocks at the front door. Party feels like being scared first. Let's try run to the bathroom. Run down the hall to the bathroom, lock it behind you, or at least this could have been a bathroom. It wasn't bare and light, and there's no single toilet, but there are some odd, featureless white boxes that could stand in for a shower or a linen closet. Crawl into the plain white box to the size of the linen closet and close it behind you. From the front of the house, you can hear the front door slam. After that, you don't hear anything except the rain. No, not just the rain, but that voice in the back of your head, like something you can't begin to describe. Though you lock the door behind you, you hear it easily opening. Not sure how you know something is out there, but because you don't exactly hear it moving, but you know it's there and you know it's stopped right outside behind the spot. Opens the door, even though you immediately realize it doesn't have any hands. And yeah, that ending. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So that was the run ending. Okay. Okay.
Looks like there's one glitched ending. Or maybe you have to unlock the other two to get it.
So for this one, some things you remember don't match what you see. Learn what you can. Ask questions. Have a serious talk. Don't be mean, but still get out of there. Game at Mew. Game Boy. Sorry, I'm going to be clip.
Don't worry about it. We already went through all this.
on, Clean Mew. Look different, fierce, Y, here. Can't remember. Mew. Jealous. Easy. I spell your uncle's business. So, sort of business. What? It said don't piss him off, right? Or don't be mean? Sorry, I was just curious.
Yeah, it said don't be mean.
Okay. Dr. Ryan. Thanks. You don't remember?
Sorry.
I've actually forgotten until today.
Yeah. That was nice. That was a nice book.
Something's wrong here. Take out about the brother. Remember his name. Ask Ryan about his brother. Is your brother one of his friends? But I remember him. It says ask questions, so. Dr. Ryan. School.
But you also have to get out of there.
I know. But if I call my mom now, it's over.
Yeah.
Let's see. Games. Okay.
You have half an hour.
Call your mom. Things are really weird here. I just want to go home. Please. Okay, too late. Damn. So I have to, if I'm gonna leave, I have to do it beforehand. Kitchen. Yeah. God. Do I skip this? Nope. Okay, I might need to look up what I'm supposed to do here, because this one might be a bit tricky.
That's fine.
So, 1 second. Yeah, there's a 6 ending. Okay. Okay, yep, I see now. That works. I wasn't ruthless enough. Okay, start. Not sure what I saw. Ryan's uncle, Mew, showed you. 1 hit, no one else. Lure faded. Managed to get it. Construction crews, bad storm. On my own, Mew. That's Ryan by his brother.
Hello?
I'm still here. Don't worry.
Hello.
Hold on, I think something happened to my audio.
Okay.
What else?
What happened? Why can't I hear anything?
I don't know.
Spider-Man's visit.
Hold on. Can you just give me a sec? I need to.
Do you want me to hold off for a sec, or just keep going?
Probably give it a minute. He just
Okay.
because Jay just kind of jumped out for a second.
Uh,
But yeah,
yeah. Initially, this game was creepy, but now that I'm like over the initial creepiness, I'm more like, okay, let's just get these fucking endings.
E-
I think
Sorry
that's
about
what-
that.
You're fine. I think that's what happens with me in horror games eventually. It's like I get so frustrated with being scared that I just stop being scared. I'm like, let's just get this over with.
let's just get this bread.
What sort of business?
So you need to be ruthless, you said.
What sort of business? I'm not sure I believe you about your uncle. Ryan takes a moment to respond, as if he's not sure he heard you correctly. What? I don't believe your uncle works for Nintendo. You think you've done it? Ryan stands up, fist clenched to his side, mouth twisting horribly. As he starts to say something, you watch he take a step towards you, and you clench your teeth and wait. Dart rushes forward and pushes you onto the hard floor, cracking your skull against the carpet. You take a moment to be dazed. You lie there expecting a punch or kick, but to your surprise nothing happens. So you sit up to see Ryan standing there, arms stiff at his sides, breathing heavily. You realize he is close to crying. Hey,
Drop
are you okay?
punch.
Guys, I remember something. Never mind. Never mind. I want to say something more, but he's already immersed in the video game. You take a breather.
What?
Talk to Ryan. As if Ryan thinks this one will be this bad next. I like the sound of the wind. You remember the storm? Yeah, you say nodding. But no one remembers storms. It was big. It took down trees. That's impossible. No one remembers it. But I do. No, you don't understand. Please,
Bet you.
I'm not messing with you, but this is important.
Thanks.
But this is different. Something's different, he said. No one remembers the storm. What? He came out of the storm. I was home alone. Ryan begins, his eyes going distant. Mom was at work. Dad was at the bar. Where's your brother? Yeah, you remember him too. He was there upstairs. He said it was the brightest lightning he ever saw. Then the knocking started. Answered the door when the knocking started. He said he was lost and hungry. He said he could help me. All I had to do was promise to feed him. What is that? It's my uncle. Or what is Tony would call him. I don't really know. Don't know what it is. I want to go home. Something's back here. You heard it. See, he's almost here. I'm calling my mom. Can't you make her get here faster?
Hold on. This is new dialogue.
Ryan is sitting silent on the floor as you come in. You're leaving, aren't you? He says. I don't want to be friends with you. This joke you're playing is really mean. You should have known it was different. You're remembering too much. Big impacting. Please don't go. I've never not found him. I'm not sure what will happen. You get back in silence. Why could you hear him? He asks, but it doesn't seem like he's expecting an answer. You both lapse into talk. Eventually, a car honks outside. You have to leave. Ryan's wandering upstairs and looking into its unlit depths as you walk out the door and into the night. Says familiar car is parked outside. Yeah, back to the house. The doors closed shut. You suddenly can't remember if you did it yourself. The lights in the den are still burning. As you start the window, it's burning. Eventually, all slides out of view. You find out the next afternoon about the fire. Started in the den, said the papers, where there was known to be a fireplace. Apparently, it was left smoldering one night. There were no survivors. Arson expected, since the accelerant would have helped the flames overcome the night's heavy rains, but nothing definite is ever publicly released on this account. One day after school, you ride your bike to check it out. Parts of the house still stand, walls and beams blackened by the flames. Yellow cautionary tape is looped around the outside, and the rubble hasn't been totally cleared out by the city. You decide to investigate. The second floor has either mostly burned away or fallen through, but standing in what used to be the den, you look up to the hole that would have been Ryan's room. The broken glass and charged drywall crunch beneath your feet, until you step on something that isn't glass. You look down. There in the mess is what looks to be like a Game Boy. It's a Game Boy Color, not all scuffed or damaged. In the back is a single cartridge, a copy of Pokemon Blue. You leave the Game Boy.
Fucking take it, nick it. It's yours.
No. You leave the ruined house and hop on the back of your bike, pedaling back home. Your mom doesn't have to work tonight, and since she knows you're taking recent events hard, she's promised to take you and your little sister to the movies. You don't think about Ryan at all.
Why didn't you nick the Game Boy?
Because that's the next ending I have to do. Not sure what I saw. Think about Ryan's uncle. Gallant Mew. Are faded. Managed to get it. Construction crews. What about Storm? Oh. Weird.
So this is all gonna play at the exact same up until you grab the Game Boy?
Play co-op. Pleasure level or 2.
I'm gonna assume yes.
Yeah. Look difference. Fierce. Why? Real Mew.
So Ryan, you've got a mad old uncle, huh?
So jealous.
Yeah, I'm surprised myself. Like,
Friend pictures. Something that's wrong. Think hard about your brother. Remember his name. I swear about his brother. It's first night. But I remember him. Something has been dropped. Time's passed. You're in the den. Floor by Ryan. Not silently. Ryan midnight. She's gone. Ask about Ryan's this visit. So why is your uncle coming? By the way, work for Nintendo. Does he have a lot of business here? What sort of business? I'm not sure I believe you. I don't believe you. Clench your teeth. Take a moment to be dazed. Close to crying. You okay? Take a breather. Talk to Ryan.
wait, was I the crying in this, or
Yeah, you were close
Yeah.
to crying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do.
Oh.
What? Listen. Lost and hungry. Can help me. All I have to do. Beat him. What's that? I want to go home. I'm calling my mom. Call mom. She rings. I want to go home. Can you make your air faster? Thank you. Back to the den. Pack your things. Return to the den. Joker plans very mean. Begin packing your stuff. Continue packing in silent. Car honks inside. Into the night. Back to the house. Still burning. Out of view. The fire. On it. I'm just skipping back to where I was to get the next ending. Crunch beneath your feet. Something's in glass. Game Boy. You take Ryan's Game Boy. Looking from side to side, as if anyone might actually be watching, you pick up the Game Boy and flick on the power switch. After clicking through the Pokemon intro screens, you find there's no saved game cart on the cart. It's like a brand new copy. Turn off the Game Boy and stuff it in your pocket. Return home. Your mom is standing in the kitchen when you arrive, doing dishes, and your little sister is watching some annoying cartoons. Remember to take a bath and get dressed before 7, Mom calls. Remember? You're very certain she never told you to do that in the first place. You walk into the kitchen, dropping your bag on the linoleum. Why do I need to do all that? Silly, she says. Your mom turns from the sink to smile at you. Your throat tightens as you see how glassy and empty her eyes are. Don't you remember? Your uncle is coming over for dinner to celebrate his new job. End. And the final one. Repetition with difference is not the time for running. Go where you are not wanted. Go where you've been told you can't go. Right.
So the shower? Or no, not the shower, but the kitchen?
So let me just double check that, because God knows I'm not going to be able to figure this out right away.
So if you pick up the Game Boy, you become the new Ryan, and you have to feed the uncle.
Yeah, cool. Sorry, just was double checking how to get this one. Right.
That's
We
cool.
start from 7. Not sure what I saw. I'm gonna just think about Ryan's uncle. Showed you. One hit. No one else. The allure faded. Managed to get it. Construction crews. Bad storm. At the time. Neighbors. Oh. You agreed. Remember your own Mew. Eventually, Mew. Look difference. Fierce. Asked him why. Here in the den. Can't remember. It's the real Mew. Ryan's brother. Easy. Right pictures. Something wrong here. Can't hide about brother. Remember his name. Ask about his brother. Watch pictures. But I remember him. Dropped. Passes. Go to the kitchen. Fridge. Let's grab a soda. Not silently. Midnight. ask me your uncle's visit. So why is your uncle coming? But I thought he worked for Nintendo. Does Nintendo have a lot of business around here? It's not a business. I'm not sure I believe you. Don't believe you? Clench your teeth. Take a moment to be dazed. Close to crying. Be okay. Take a breather. Talk to Ryan. Ask if Ryan thinks the story was as bad as this one. It was big, it took down trees. What I do? What? Where's your brother? What happened? What is that? What did he do? What did you have to feed him? I don't believe you. Whatever. It is 9:30. I have to basically blow time. Talk right? Games. Hour passes. Talk right? School. An hour passes. 11. Round. Talk right? Oh. Oh, okay, we're just basically looping back through. I don't want to play games. Someone knocks at the front door. That's him, says Ryan, standing up. I should go let him in. Make to the kitchen. This passage does not exist. We go anyway. You go to the kitchen. Apparently, this is not allowed. What? Fall silent for a second, and it's grown weak since Campbell was feeding us. From your pocket, you pull Ryan's Game Boy Color. It goes somewhere between the half-textured walls, growing into itself. Turn on the Game Boy. You hope this works. Came to you after you picked up Ryan's Game Boy, still weak from the night of the sleep over. In that moment, you were studying of what it was and what it did. How many times you had not made it through the night? How many of your friends had gone before you would come after you? How many had taken the Game Boy? It promised you what it promised everyone, every time. The newest games, the best consoles, the best strategies, the most talent, the knowledge of tricks and secrets. A family who could and would provide these things. You could play well, play forever, and you'd always be the best, so long as you fetish. You had an idea. It did not like your first request, but I was hungry and had no choice. So here you are. Your 11-year-old Swedish best friend. Ryan is parked in front of the TV. Playing something on it, so suddenly he jumps as if you scared him by him shrinking. When you did, what was it? I know about the uncle. I don't know. You come back here. I hear it too. Alright. I'm starving it to death. Ron shakes his head. Disbelief. The rain outside increases in tempo or stops sounding exactly right. It came back to save you. Right, except for how did you do that? It doesn't it may seem like it does, it may seem like it's all you have, but it's not. It said, it lies. It always lies. Well, there's the gun. No, we're here. We're all here still. I made so many. My parents, my brother, don't deserve it. Why did you come back for me? Suddenly Ryan is crying. Why did you come back for me? Because we're friends.
Oh.
Ah, the HTML is breaking! Also, this is very bright. Things are starting to change. The uncool, the thing that calls itself an uncool, is either on the verge of death or making a final gamble to stop either of you from leaving. Ryan's still crying. Stop? Fucking right. Take Ryan's hand. Ryan looks at you. Ray came back to me. Ray think you do this? He wants us to hate each other. I won't do that. But it's sad time, lads. What's the fucking HTML? The links. Please stop inserting HTML into my video game.
Can you right-click those and open a new tab?
Don't sign games often me something I did before they gave me a sense of place of who I was, of who I could be. So also, okay. Okay. Sorry you're hurting, I don't listen. Doesn't control us, isn't our only choice. This isn't who I have to be. You're my friend. No more games. You're my friend, and I'm here for you. And yep, that was the secret ending.
Nice.
Well done.
You can only get it until you've gotten the 5th ending. Well, all 5 endings. Yeah, that was the Uncool It Works from Nintendo. That took me 50 minutes.
Nice little speed run there.
Yep.
I probably shouldn't play any more games because... Or... Do I even have time for anything else? Like... Okay, so how long was that, fucking... What was I playing before this? I was playing Iron Lung. That was like, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Plus 50?
Yeah.
2 hours 20? Yeah, this has been fun. I think this is enough for today, though.
Yep, loads.
But yeah, so that's another game to cross off the list, plus a bonus game that was never on my list of games to do this month.
I appreciate it, though.
I just did it because Jay asked, and because I knew Iron Lung would be less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for joining the stream. Hopefully those who stuck around for both games enjoyed. And I will see you all next time when we start playing through Silent Hill 3. Take care.
Yay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.